Hello. So we'll be starting your chapter number 2 today, polynomials. It's one of the important chapters concerned with your higher standard studies, 10th standard, 11th standard. So this in ninth standard, this chapter will form a base of your coming algebra chapters. Okay. So we'll start with polynomials. You've already studied some basics in your previous class, 8th standard. So we already studied about monomial, binomial, trinomial, and if the terms are more, then it will be a polynomial. But you have not learned the exact definition. We'll be understanding the exact definition and few deeper concepts regarding polynomial. So first we'll start with the basics. So monomial. So first three basic type of uh, polynomials are monomial, binomial, and trinomial. If your expression is having only one term which is having only a variable and a coefficient, okay, here 2 and x are not different terms because 2 is multiplied with x raised to 5. Okay, they are multiplied, so it is just a single term. While in binomial you can see we have two different terms, one is x square and one is 5, and they are added. So here we have two terms. While you can see in the trinomial case, we are having three different terms. Here 3 into x is first term, minus 8 is second term, and 4 into x raised to 5 is third term. So these are three different terms. In 8th standard, we have studied that if we have more than three terms, we simply call them as polynomial. But don't forget, all the cases, all such terms are polynomial, but we have just a specific name. Monomial is not different from polynomial. Monomial is a type of polynomial, binomial is a type of polynomial, trinomial is a type of polynomial. If we have more than three terms, we have not made any general name, we are just using name polynomial. I hope this is clear. So now we'll understand the definition, the exact definition. A polynomial is an expression consisting of variables. I'll explain you each term. First, we'll go through the definition. A polynomial is an expression consisting of variables and coefficients that involves only operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and non-negative integer exponents of variable. It's a little complicated, but we'll understand each term. It becomes easy. What do you mean by expression first? A polynomial is an expression, but what do you mean by expression? So there's a difference between expression and equation. Suppose you have written x plus 5. So this is an expression where you are using some numbers and variables and writing few terms. That is known as expression. Okay. But if I write x plus 5 is equals to 3. Now when I'm using a sign of equals, okay, then I'm writing a equation. So this is a expression where you're not using any equals to sign, and this is a equation. Okay, so this will be equation, sorry. So this will be your equation. A equation is having two expressions. Okay, the left hand side x plus 5 is an expression, and right hand side 3 is also expression. Two expressions along with the equal to sign forms a equation. Okay, don't get confused. Expression is nothing but few terms. If you use two expressions, suppose I'm using x plus 5 and 3, and I'm putting a sign equals to, then this whole becomes a equation. Okay, so expression of variables. What do you mean variable? Your x, y, z, a, b. So alphabets whose value is not fixed. Okay, value of x may be 3 in first sum, it may become 5 in another sum, it may become 0 in third sum. So value of this x is not same, it keeps on changing, so they are variables. While number, like you can see this the number 5 here, this is a constant. Why? So in first sum, if I'm writing 5, in second sum I'm writing suppose 5 plus 3. Here also value of 5 is 5, and in second also it's 5. So it is constant, it won't change. Value of a number cannot change, but value of, like I'm writing x in first question may be equal to 5, x equal to 5. In second I can write x is equal to 3. So x can have very different values. Okay, variable means vary means change, so it can have different values. So these alphabets are known as variables. And what do you mean by coefficient? So coefficient are nothing but the numbers which are multiplied with your variables. Suppose if I'm writing 4x, this means 4 times x or 4 into x. So 4 will be coefficient of x. If I'm writing 4x square, then 4 is coefficient of x square. But please pay attention, 4 plus x, if you're writing 4 plus x, then 4 is not coefficient of x, because the number must be multiplied and not added. Here 4 is not in this case 4 is not multiplied with x. Okay, so it will not be coefficient. Then what will be coefficient of x in this one? So here you can see x is multiplied with only 1, because how many x we are having? X, only single x, so it is 1x. So coefficient of this will be 1. Okay, so if you write x, if I'm writing equation x plus 2y, then here coefficient of x is 1 and coefficient of y is 2. I hope this is clear. Another important thing which student miss out is, suppose I'm writing 3, suppose my expression is 3 minus 4x. So here what will be my coefficient of x? It will be minus 4 along with the sign. Don't forget this, okay? You should always consider the sign along with the number. Here it will not be only 4, it will be minus 4. Okay, so now we'll move to the next term. I have explained you variables. So we've understood variables, then we understood coefficients. Now we'll understand, then you already know about addition, subtraction, multiplication. So what operations why we are doing here? 4 into x into y square plus 3 into x minus 5. So we are doing addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now the most important thing which I marked in red color, non-integer exponents of variable. Non-integer exponents of variable. It is very important to understand what do you mean by non-negative integer exponents of variable. So first we'll understand what do you mean by non-negative. So non-negative means the number should not be negative, it should only be positive or 0. So non-negative integers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and so on. Okay, so starting from 0 till infinite. So non-negative integer can also be written as whole number, because you know whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So non-negative integer is that. Now what they are telling about this non-negative integer, exponents of variable. Now we've studied a chapter in your 8th standard. What do you mean by exponent? So exponent is nothing but power of variable. Exponent of variable means power of your variable. Here you can see in this one, what is power of y? It is 2. So it is allowed because 2 is a whole number. While in this question, you can see y is having power as minus 2, but minus 2 is not a whole number. Therefore, this particular case, this particular expression is not, this particular expression is not a polynomial. Okay, because the variable is having negative power, or you can say non-negative integer as a power. The power must be a whole number. While you can see in the second case 2 upon x plus 2, this x plus 2 is in denominator. That means if it is coming in numerator, its power will be minus 1. I've already taught you this in 8th standard. If you are writing 1 upon x, then it means x raised to minus 1, 1 upon x square. Then if x square is in denominator, it will be meaning x raised to minus 2. Okay, I hope you remember this. 1 upon x square is x raised to minus 2. Now you can see here the power is minus 1, minus 2, here also minus 1, which is not acceptable. Okay, this is not acceptable. Hence, they are not polynomials. They are not polynomials. It's very important to understand your power or your exponent of variable must be a whole number. I will discuss few examples in next part, so it will become more clear. So what is now degree of polynomial? Before we'll move to degree, let us understand few polynomials for the topic which I have discussed right now. So I have some 12 questions. We'll try to understand which of them are polynomial, which of these expressions, all of them are expressions, but which of these expressions are polynomial and which are not. So starting with first one. So what is your condition? The variable should have exponent as a whole number. Here x plus 6, x is having power as 1. If they have not mentioned the power and only variable is returned, that means it is raised to 1. Now 1 is a whole number. Yes, so it's a polynomial. Okay, this first one is a polynomial. Now what about second? So what about second? Second one also you can see 5x plus 3. What do you mean by 5x plus 3? Because here your x is again having power as 1. So it's a polynomial. What about third one? X square plus 6. Again your variable x is having power of 2, which is again a whole number. So yes. Fourth one, x raised to 3 minus, x raised to 3 minus 5. What is variable's power? Here variable is x and its power is 3. 3 is a whole number. Yes, it's a polynomial. Now fifth question, x raised to 4. Variable is x and its power is 4. Therefore, it's a polynomial. Sixth one. Now sixth. So we've discussed the first 5 questions. All of them are polynomials. Now we'll start from question number 6. So what about question number 6? The only expression is having a number 4. It is having no variable. So how will you compare? So if variable is not there, that means take a variable and give power of 0, because anything raised to 0 is 1. So x raised to 0 will be 1 and 4 into 1 will be again 4. So whenever only number is given, then just write x raised to 0 or y raised to 0. You can choose your variable, okay, but its power will be 0, and 0 is a whole number. Yes, so this is also a polynomial. Even sixth one is a polynomial. What about seventh? Here in seventh question, x raised to minus 2 is given. Now minus 2 is not acceptable as a whole number. So this is not a polynomial, because x raised to minus 2 is not a polynomial. Minus 2 is not a whole number. Okay, now what about under root x? Please understand, we already studied in your previous standard exponents and power chapter. X raised to under root x means x raised to half. Under root x means x raised to half. But is half a whole number? No. Whole number will never be in fractions. So again, this is not a polynomial. The variable should have only whole number as their power. Now ninth one, x raised to 3 by 2. Again, this is not acceptable because 3 by 2 is not a whole number. The power of variable must be a whole number. Okay. 10th. So now we'll be discussing 10th one. So in 10th, they mentioned 1 upon x plus 1. Now, as I told you, the denominator will go in numerator. So whenever your denominator is going in numerator, your power will be minus. So here the power of x plus 1 was nothing. So it was simply 1. Whenever it goes in numerator, it will become minus 1. So again, this is not acceptable because your variable is having a negative power, not acceptable. So 10th is also no. Okay, what about 11th? Already discussed, 1 upon x square will be written as x raised to minus 2. Minus 2 is not a whole number, therefore no, it cannot be a polynomial. Okay, I hope I have given few good examples so that you can understand. Now what about this 12th one? Very important question. Here under root 2, here the question is under root 2x. Don't forget, I'm not saying power of your coefficient. We are only comparing power of variable. What is power of x here? Just 1. 1 is acceptable as a whole number. So root 2x is a polynomial. Even if the coefficient can be in any form, coefficient may be root 2, 1.4, 1 upon 10, in a fraction, in decimal, in under root, anything, negative. But we are talking about power of variable, alphabet, variables power only. That must be in whole number. Okay, I hope this topic was clear. So we have understood the which expressions, we have understood how to identify which expressions are polynomial. Now coming back to the second topic, degree of polynomial. What do you mean by degree? Before understanding degree, you should be very familiar with power. So what do you mean by power? Here x raised to 4, so there's an expression given, x raised to 4 plus x square plus x. Okay, power, what is power of x here? It's 4. What is power of x in this one? It is 2. And what is power of x here? 1. Don't write 0. If x is written, then 1. Okay, because there is 1x, you can clearly see. Now degree is nothing but highest of the powers. So we have 3 powers, 4, 2 and 1. Which of them is highest? 4 is highest. So degree of this polynomial is 4. So you can read the definition also. Highest power of the variable. There are 3 variables. There are 3 variables in this one. Each is having their own power. Okay, 4, 2 and 1. Highest power is 4. So your degree is 4. We'll solve few sums so that you understand this more precisely. We'll come back to the topics left. First, we'll solve few sums so that you can understand. So this is example 1 from your textbook. Find the degree of the polynomial. In this one, you can see clearly your question is x raised to 5 minus x raised to 4 plus 3. Here power is 5, here power is 4 and here power is 0. Only number is returned, means it will be 3x raised to 0. Now which is your highest? Raised to 5, 4 or 0? Which is the highest? 5. So your degree will be nothing but 5. Now this is very simple. In second question, 2 minus y square minus y cube plus 8y8. We need to only see the power of variable. Here power is, here you see, you can see only 2 is written, means power is 0. Of variable power is 0. Here variables power is 2, variables power is 3, variables power is 8. So obviously your answer will be 8 because degree is nothing but highest power. Now the third question is, your question is only 2. As I already told you, only 2 can be written as 2 into x raised to 0. Now there is no other variable. Only the variable provided is this one. So power is, highest power is 0 itself. So your answer will be 0. Now we'll go to the topics left out. So this was how to identify your degree. Okay. Now based on degree, we have few names. So there are few types of polynomial based on their degree. First, you can see in here, the polynomial is only 5. So only 5, any number, only number is written 5, 2, 3. That means the degree will be 0. As we have seen the sum in previous page, the question was 2. So 2 can be written as 2 into x raised to 0. And because your highest power is 0, so your degree was also 0. In the second type, 3x, here 1x is there. So what is power of x? 1. So degree is 1. In the third one, you can see 2x square plus x minus 4. Power of 2x square is 2x. So 2x square plus x minus 4. What is power of this? 2. Power of this x, 1, and here 0. What is your highest? 2. So degree is 2. Highest power is 2. Similarly, you can see in the fourth question, here highest power is 3, and in the last one highest power is 4. Now based on this degrees, we have named the type of polynomials. You can see here. So if your degree is 0, if degree, polynomial of degree 0, for example, if they have only mentioned question is 2, 3, 5, then they are known as constant polynomial. Okay, if your degree is 1, If degree is 1, like such examples here, x plus 2, x is having power of 1, so degree is 1. Y plus 5, degree is 1. 3u plus 4, degree is 1. Okay, so they are known as linear polynomial. 0 constant, 1 linear polynomial of degree 2. Here you can clearly see highest power is 2. 2x square, x square plus 2 by 7 into x, 5x square plus 2x plus pi. So the highest power is 2, so it will be known as quadratic polynomial. And then here you can see 8x raised to 3, 2x raised to 3, 6 minus x raised to 3. So highest power is 3. If highest power is 3, then it is known as cubic polynomial. I hope I'm clear. Constant polynomial, degree 0. Linear polynomial, degree 1. Quadratic polynomial, degree 2. Cubic polynomial, degree is 3. So this is what you need to remember. Okay, so we'll discuss few questions based on this topic. Just a second. Okay, first we'll try to solve question number 1. Okay. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? So your question is which of the, so there will be few questions coming up here. You need to understand which of them are polynomials, and also they should have only one variable. One variable means only one alphabet must be there, not more than one. But that one variable can be repeated. Okay, like in this question, x square and x. Here the variable is only one, only x, but it is repeated. So the first one, because the power of variable is whole number, here it is 2, here it is 1, so it's a polynomial, and also only one variable is there, so answer is yes. Second, here only y, one variable is there, and variable's power is a whole number. You can see variable's power is a whole number, so yes, it's a variable. Now you can see the third question. Here we have only one variable t. Okay, but here power of variable t is half. Root means half. So no, it is not a polynomial because root t is not allowed. Then the fourth question. Here you can see the question is y plus 2 by y. Okay, only one variable is there, y. So that is acceptable. But it is not a polynomial because 2 upon y. So this will become y raised to minus 1. Because y is in denominator, it will go in numerator, so its power will be minus 1. Minus 1 is not allowed in a polynomial, so answer is no. Coming to fifth question, here you can see x raised to 10, y raised to 3, t raised to 50. Powers are in whole number, 20, 3, 50, they are whole number, but three variables are there and we want only in one variable. So again, this is not a polynomial in one variable. This was question number 1. We'll complete the remaining theory and come back to the exercise. Okay, so the topic left out is this particular thing. This already you have been understood. See, so as I told you, the right hand side of the equation, this whole is a equation because we are having a equals to sign. Only right hand side is a expression, only left hand side is an expression, and only right hand side is an expression. If you write only root 2, it's an expression. If you write only 5x plus 7, it's a expression. Together, along with the equals to sign, it will be known as equation. Now each of them is a term. 5x is a term, 7 is a term, root 2 is a term. 5x, 7, root 2, they all are known as terms. Okay, the alphabets x, y, z, they are known as variable. Red in color, they are known as variable. Now the number multiplied, please pay attention, multiplied with the variable are known as coefficient, and the number which are not multiplied with the variable, here 7 is not multiplied with any variable, it's just 7, then it will be known as constant. Here root 2 is not multiplied with any variable, so it will be known as constant. There are three type of things you will be coming across: coefficient, variable, and constant. Please don't get confused between constant and coefficient. Coefficient is always with a variable, constant is always alone. Now what is constant polynomial? We have already discussed here. Polynomial of degree 0 is known as constant polynomial, but there's a special type here. So all the number you have seen 2, if I'm writing 2, or I'm writing 5, I'm writing 7, they all are x raised to 0. So they are known as constant polynomial. But if my number itself is 0, 0 into x raised to 0, so such kind of constant polynomial is known as zero polynomial. Okay, nothing new. All other numbers will be only known as constant polynomial, while 0 is known as zero polynomial. I hope this is clear. So this was theory for today. Now we'll solve your questions of exercise 2.1, and that will be also your homework. You need to complete example 1, exercise 2.1, and the few questions given in this slide. Initially in the first page, in the first part, I have given some questions. So now we'll try to understand this part. Second question, write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. So there will be few questions coming up here, and we'll be writing coefficient of x square. First question, you can see 2 plus x square plus x. What is coefficient of x square? If you cannot see there is no number, then it is 1. X square is having coefficient of 1. So your answer is 1. In second question, what will be your coefficient of x square? Again 1. No, it will be minus 1, because I told you whenever there is a sign before your variable, that is also to be considered. So your answer will be minus 1. For the third question, x square is multiplied with a number which is pi by 2. Don't get confused what is pi. Pi is just a number. It's a way of writing. Okay, it's also a number. So pi by 2 is your answer, because your x square is multiplied with pi by 2, and whatever your x square is multiplied with will be your coefficient. So your answer is pi by 2. In fourth question, there is no x square. Okay, we need to write coefficient of only x square. If x square is not there, then your answer is simply 0. I hope the second question was clear. Moving to question number 3. Give one example each of a binomial of degree 35 and a monomial of degree 100. Now here in this question, everyone can have a different answer, because it's a general question. Give one example each of a binomial. Binomial means there are two terms. Okay, let the two terms be x plus y maybe, because now we have two terms, but the degree must be 35. That means the power I am writing, the power must be, highest power must be 35. Suppose if I am writing 35 here, then I should write only 3, 1, 2, or maybe 34. It should not be more than 35. Now you can clearly see we have two terms. That means it's a binomial. And what is the highest power? 35. Highest power is your degree. So 35 is your degree. So it is a binomial of degree 35. Now the second question is monomial of degree 100. Monomial means only one term. Suppose I'm taking z and the degree must be 100. So it can be z raised to 100. You can also write 5z raised to 100. Still it will be same. So you can write anything. I hope this was very easy question. First one is binomial with degree 35 and second one is monomial with degree 100. Moving to fourth question, write the degree of the following polynomials. We need to write the degree. Okay, so here you can see in question 1, 5x raised to 3 plus 4x square plus 7x. What is the highest power of your variable x? It's 3. The highest power is 3. So your answer will be 3. In 4 minus y square, highest power is 2. So answer will be 2. In this one, the question is 5t minus root 7. Only t is written. Only t is written means it is raised to 1. Variable's power is 1. So highest power of variable is 1. So your degree will be 1. Last question is 3. Only 3. So only 3 can be written as 3 into x raised to 0. Because variable was not there, so I have considered x to be variable and x raised to 0. What is your highest power? 0. So again your answer will be 0. So this is how we write degree of each polynomial. I have also made some rounds here so that you can understand. Now the fifth question. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomial. Linear means degree is 1, quadratic means degree is 2, and cubic means degree is 3. You can see in the first one, x square plus x. What is your highest power, highest power is 2, so degree will be 2. So this is a quadratic expression, polynomial. Second question, here your highest power is 3, so your degree is 3. So answer will be, if degree is 3, then it is cubic. Then third one, here your highest power is 1, highest power of variable is 2. So again answer is quadratic. In fourth one, 1 plus x. What is your highest power of variable? Variable is x. Highest power is nothing. So it will be 1. If x, simply x is written, then it will be x raised to 1. So your answer will be linear. Please understand, power is 2, degree is 2, quadratic, degree is 3, cubic, degree is 1, linear. 3t. Again, if only t is written, means its degree will be 1. So linear. R square. So your degree is 2. So it will be quadratic. 7x cube, degree is 3. It will be cubic. This was your today's video. So I have discussed about, I given you introduction about polynomials. We have solved example 1 and your exercise 2.1. I'll be continuing few more concepts and exercise 2.2 in next video. If you have any doubt in this video, do contact me. Thank you.